Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we are back in Fallout 4 Legends Only Live Once, our no healing permadeath survival run, where every possible enemy is a legendary, here in Vault 88. Because last time we had completed our last DLC, needed to finish up this run. Now I'm going to get going immediately, because in between parts, I was preparing myself for mass fusion. And the thing with mass fusion is, there are a lot of rads there. Unfortunately, I am so used to those rads actually not being too much of an issue, either in power armor and being able to just shrug them off pretty effectively and having plenty of health bar. And I'm pretty sure that power armor does grant some sort of secret bonus to radiation resistance based on what I was looking at in between parts when it comes to other people's runs. Because I was thinking, 50 rads a second or so, maybe 30 to 50 rads a second, but there's definitely a run out there that showed that it gets up to 125 rads a second, or thereabouts. And yeah, all the articles that I could find, or all the wikis, they pretty much just pointed out that if you touch the water, you die. If you touch the shell of the actual beryllium agitator, you die. But nothing clear-cut when it came to the actual rads in the room. So yes, Polygon, I think, had a run that actually was useful to see some, idiot run into the room and not have really any defense whatsoever against radiation, and they were losing their health bar rather quickly. So today, what we need to do is we need to talk about our strategy, we need to talk about our plans for the rest of the run, and how those plans have been changed. I'm getting ready to do a robot workbench because, as I'm talking, I need to be preparing myself for my, usage of the rest of my sleep cycle. It is going to be a close one. What we need to be doing is getting as much stuff to sell as possible. Now, our rule set doesn't allow us to sell any legendary items, unfortunately, otherwise we would be set. We do have 3 weapons when it comes to the next sleep cycle that we'll need to set up and prepare, I think. And we do need to be, getting as many caps as possible because, well, let's just talk about our options. We could do a Minutemen ending, and that would require us to kill all the raiders and do the Minutemen quests, and that would save us from having to do mass fusion, but I think the amount of stuff between us and a Minutemen ending is just too much. We need to kind of start wrapping things up, and that leaves the Brotherhood, Railroad, or Institute. The Brotherhood, I can't use power armor. I cannot use power armor, and I can't use miniguns on vertibirds. Neither of those are legendary items, and so if I was to fly off to mass fusion, I would be just naked, sitting in a vertibird, unable to take stealth boys, because yes, if you're in power armor, you can just take a stealth boy without doing the animation, and that is fine, but without power armor, you're going to be unable to take the stealth boys. Unfortunately, with the Railroad, they also have an issue with armor. I would be given Brotherhood of Steel armor to do the speech checks over at the Pridwin, but I can't use it because, of course, it's not legendary. So I would be running and gunning my way through the Pridwin to deal with that, and I do not see how that's possible. Even if that all works out and I just take a bunch of jet, there's going to be tons of people on the ground shooting up at me, fast fire weapons just randomly hitting me, very low health, and that would be on top of having to do mass fusion anyway and losing a bunch of health to the radiation room. And so that leaves us with an Institute ending, I think is our only option. It keeps us out of the vertibirds, it keeps us away from being on top of the Pridwin, having to go through there, and yeah, there's not a whole lot else we can do. So change of plans to the Institute ending, but before we can even consider that, mass fusion will require a ridiculous amount of rad-x. Now, we have our 10 radiation resistance already, thankfully from our Vault-Tec jumpsuit, and we'll need a lot more than that. Now, the way the damage works is a little complicated. What we'll need to be doing is actually getting as much rad-x as possible, stacking that up, and, well, the math is a little complicated. As everyone knows, the formula is a little silly. I'm going to get myself a new automatron. This is for a very specific thing that I want to do. I want to use the head armor and start making mods. Now, okay, good. I know that we were pretty good when it came to most of this and we could make more adhesive. Let's make a bunch of head actuated frames because supposedly this should be a pretty good sell price. Let's take a look. Yeah, 52. That is pretty decent for just a little bit of scrap. Unfortunately, after each time, I'm going to have to put that down so I don't actually just keep using that. So we'll just be doing this for a little bit. Yeah, sometimes the amount of skill required to make mods and the amount of items required to make the mods do not actually dictate how expensive things are. And yes, we need to start talking about why we think just a big pile of rad-x is going to save us from 125 radiation per second. And diminishing returns do apply, but every little bit helps when it comes to radiation. Now, when it comes to rad-x, 100 per drop doesn't do much against 125. But because we have the Desmos calculator and we can kind of get a good feel for what happens at 1000 radiation resistance, we're going to be looking at about a drop from 125 down to 29 rads per second, or a low of 75 down to 14.5 rads per second. But then from there, that's still going to kill us. I don't think we can get in and out with the beryllium agitator that quickly. And so if we're looking around 5,000 radiation resistance, that's 16 from the 125 and 8 from the 75. And I'm using 125 rads per second and 75 rads per second as just rough counters because it does jump around in that room quite a bit. With 10,000 radiation resistance, we're looking at between 6.25 and 12.5. And with 150,000 radiation resistance, we can get it down to 5.3 or 10.8 at a high. And you're probably asking, well, what's the big difference? You're taking 75 radiation per second and you get that down to 8 versus 75 radiation per second down to 5. That's not a big difference. It's either 8 or 5. It's still pretty big, but cutting 3 rads per second from 8 to 5 does actually stack up. That's a big change. So even though it's very costly to get as much radiation resistance as possible, I think it is warranted. Okay, we've got a good start. Let's grab all those mods. I think we're going to be going on the biggest shopping spree ever of Fallout 4 for me. Now, looking at where we have potential to shop, I think Diamond City and our own Hangman's Alley still has recharge on the chems and whatnot. Or did I even buy from my chems dealer? No, I did not. Let's pick up some rad-x here. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any whiskey or great mentats. We've only got 2, unfortunately. Okay, first of all, the operators need to help me out here. What I'm going to be doing is going around stripping all of the operators of everything they have.
Anyone who goes up again.
So they don't have too much, but every little bit helps, and we'll be able to start getting some caps immediately from this settlement. So get rid of the sniper rifles and pretty much everything. Their gear is actually a horrible weight to value, but that's fine since we're just right here anyway. Oh, he's got whiskey. Okay, that's wonderful. I will definitely be taking... let's just take all of that, just for the sake of it. And we should have some stuff to sell in here, yes. Now, rad-x at 80 a pop is pretty expensive, and that's going to be the limiting factor. So yeah, even if we run into, you know, over 100 rad-x, we aren't going to be able to be taking too much more than that. Okay, I think that's most of the raiders.
I just want to trade a few things.
And just a little bit over, but that's fine. Yes, I think what we need to do now is prepare ourselves for our great rad-x adventure. We're going to be going around to a lot of different locations. I'm almost certain that we've already gone to Diamond City for the rad-x recently, so we need to wait for that to respawn. It's a 2-day sort of ordeal, but firstly, Good Neighbor has a couple people that should have some, maybe even 3. And then there's, of course, the Railroad HQ. Hopefully the Dr. Carrington person has some. And then off to County Crossings, where we can make another chem dealer and get some of their rad-x, hopefully. Over to the Pridwin for the Dr. Cade, and then probably over to Taffington Boathouse and Covenant as well. And then from there, we'll see just how much sleep we have. There is going to be, yeah, overtired going into something worse. Not too long from now, I'm guessing. And we need to be very careful with our weight issue. And we're slowly going to be selling things, but yeah, we need to stick as much stuff as possible onto our person that is actually worthwhile. And I think a 1 to 20 weight to value ratio is just not good enough. That would only get us something like 4,000 caps. Yeah, and what we'll need to do is be a little more careful when it comes to what we're actually taking. So yeah, sorting by value, that's a good way to do it, especially with the mods, and we can just take anything that's a robot, sentry legs, sentry stuff. I'm going to leave all of my mods because I still need to work on those. But yeah, anything 40 weight to value should be pretty decent, so let's just take the extras of all of this, and then start loading up on ammo. I've kind of resigned myself that I'm not going to be having the chance to get much more out of a lot of different ammo types, so I'm going to leave a little bit around, but yeah, most of it is just going to be coming with me. Now, we are not expecting to do any fighting, and so for that reason, we're going to try to keep things as light as possible, but take the usuals: some Ultra Jet, Psycho Buff, Psycho Jet, Jet Fuel, a couple Orange Mentats, a few XL just in case, Normal Jet, some Med-X, immediately take some Grilled Radstag. Honestly, let's just double up Gazelle Steak and Radstag right there. Okay, this is good enough. I think we are ready to be on our way. The Great rad-x Buying Adventure. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. And even if we get up to 150,000 rad resistance and we jump into that nuclear room, we need to be oh so quick, and I just don't know if we're going to have it in us to actually get the Beryllium Agitator out of there with much health to spare. And even under the effects of Jet slowing things down, it doesn't actually speed up things too much because, yes, we'll have to push the button. I remember every single time I'm in there, I'm under the effects of Psycho Jet or something, pressing the button slowly, the thing shutting off slowly, and yeah, that's going to be painful. But I think it's the best possible situation. Trying to go off and do the Minutemen run at this point would put way too many obstacles in front of us that we still have to deal with. I think that this is going to be a lot safer. And yeah. First stop, Good Neighbor, right around the corner. There's a little bit of fire happening. The bear is still chilling. And we've got ghouls and disciples. Yeah, disciples are not our friend. Let's try to figure out... Oh, definitely reload because I took all the ammo out. Yeah, disciples, we need them to go down before we consider taking on the ghouls. And it's a legendary disciple, so this could be problematic. Oh, it's taking a lot of shots. Luckily, we are good at shooting. But, oh, this is getting a little scary. Let's get these shots taken care of, and more ghouls coming. Good thing we've got unyielding. Still coming. Okay, they just tore the disciples to shreds, apparently. We should be able to hit them. Okay, that's everyone. That's fine. I don't want to be doing too much fighting because I'm going to find some really nice gear, I'm sure of it. And I won't be able to take it because I don't have the carrying capacity. But take what we can, drop what we must. Of course, we do have all of our gear, and of course, yeah, Nocturnal Lever Action Rifle. That's actually not that bad. We could set ourselves up for doing stuff at night. But yes, we do have all of our weapons already for the next sleep cycle. So no picking up weapons. And we do need to keep in mind, it is currently 9:31 a.m., so we're going to be running around in the brightness during the day, and it's not ideal, but yeah, I think we just need to keep moving, use the sleep cycle as much as possible. Okay, we are going to be selling to Daisy and seeing if she has some rad-x. And 6 rad-x. Okay, I think this is actually warranted then, taking a Grape Mentats right now. Parched, that's fine, we'll deal with that. Brought the rad-x down quite a bit. Honestly, it might be a good idea to get some fertilizer for some more jet. I don't know how much jet I have left, but I've been going through it quite a bit. So food items, not that great of sell value, but they're very light. Let's just get rid of some mods until we're, yep, 350. That'll work. Okay, she likes weapons. Well, how about some modifications for some robots instead? Something like that. Now, of course, Rufus and Fred over here. All in all, a pretty good set of merchants over at Good Neighbor.
Happy to see you again.
Sure.
And Fred has 10 rad-x. That's wonderful, Fred. Thank you. Take some mods and some food.
Good to see you.
And Rufus.
You find that brewing machine yet?
Nope, not at all.
Just here looking for scrap.
I am looking for rad-x if you have
Let
it.
me know if you...
They have 7 rad-x. That is great to see. Just get rid of a bunch of the food that's sitting around. I think the raw fog crawler meat, we're not going to be making that into fog crawler steaks or whatever, so that's fine. And finish off with a little bit of ammo. Okay, not too bad on our first stop. We are sitting at 54 rad-x, but we need more. Okay, next order of business, the railroad. And yeah, let's just keep running, keep moving. Hopefully things don't randomly spawn immediately again. Ghouls were enough to deal with. Looks like just typical amounts of hidden bracket shuffling. I say that. Oh, is someone going to be an idiot and poke the bear? I think someone's going to be an idiot and poke the... Yep, that's exactly what I expected there. Good job, Raiders, you frickin' idiots. That was a very short fight indeed. I really hope those Raiders... Oh, bears running around. I don't want bears to run around. Okay, let's just go to Cabot House, because I think that that is probably going to be the safest option. The bear's still perturbed, then it's a bear that I want to avoid. And of course, we've already seen their defenses get thoroughly handled, so I think we're good to keep moving. Okay, just in the back way for the railroad, and we'll check on the doctor. I'm pretty sure Tinker Tom only sells Stealth Boy in his aid. Now, as for my goal amount of radiation resistance in the actual radiation room, it should probably be fine with about 10,000. Of course, I don't have a good timer on actually walking up there under the effects of jet and grabbing it. I always use the jetpack to fly around, and he has 7 rad-x. It was worth the trip, I guess. Of course, okay, rad away, but I don't think I need the stealth boys anymore. I've been just stocking up a ton. I think I have close to 10 at home, but might as well, while I'm in the area, I think I can spare a little bit and get rid of a few things. You can have 6 extra caps, that's fine. And is there anything worthwhile taking? Some screws for sure. And when it comes to just faction benefits, the railroad is pretty light. I guess they have some railroad agents that are just kind of dispersed throughout the Commonwealth, but that is an entirely different sort of benefit. Now, honestly, I'm not sure what happens to Bunker Hill after you do the Battle of Bunker Hill. I know it can become your settlement, but I'm not sure what happens to the actual merchants there. So I think I'm going to go check on them. Where is the doctor?
All right, but go easy on the chems.
I'm not much of a go easy on the chems sort of person, and you only had 3 rad-x, which is somewhat disappointing, so take some heads, I guess. Deb, you don't have a, do you? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, none of that then. Bartenders, not sure I need you. Is the doctor in town or trash can? Yeah, there is a caravan around, so that means... Oh, good. Dr. what is it, Weathers?
Doc.
I got loads of stimpaks, chems, you name it.
Rad-x, that's what I name. Rad-x at 7, better than the other doctors, so thank you for that. Let's get you some heads and hydraulic frames. Pretty good deal, I think. Where are we at these days with rad-x? At 71. Okay, looking better and better. Let's keep moving. We'll be able to go to County Crossings and build a Raider chem station and a, what's it called? Just a general goods store. And then from there, I think... Well, the Raiders, right? Don't trust killing the raiders or not, so let's just go this way. But yeah, it'll take, what, 750 caps for each of those, and I've factored that into having plenty of caps, because we keep on selling stuff, but we'll pretty soon run out of things to sell. And then we'll start spending all of our hard-earned money. But who is around here? Oh. Servomechs are on the move. Okay, this is not ideal. We need to keep moving. Every second counts. And yeah, still just overtired. But we have our lethargy, we have our weakness. Oh, what the heck is happening? Okay, the servomechs are headed towards my raider base, apparently. That's also not too good. And we have a big bear. No, we have a bloatfly that's killed a big bear? Seriously? A bear lost to a bloatfly. Oh, and another bug. Okay, maybe the insects are uniting against the mammals. Guess I can't blame them. Let's start picking off a few of the robots. We'll have to deal with them eventually. I think we'll leave the other bugs around. And no, they're just on their way, it looks like. Okay, robots are not attacking our settlement, which is surprising. They're like definitely enemy swarm bots and stuff, right? Appears to be so. Are we missing anything? Blood bugs. Yeah, and as we're moving about, we have to be extra careful. We have about 20% of our bar left without the radiation. And any more will make our situation completely untenable when it comes to actually dealing with that big rad room. I'm almost tempted to just take more radiation resistance, as silly as that sounds. Hidden is going a little weird. But yeah, they're just moving on their way. They didn't attack my settlement, so that is great news. And all of our raiders here, the operators can give us their gear. And that should be pretty good. We'll be able to pick up some of their chems that they've been making for us. Wonderful. I haven't been here for a while. That's 12 chems each. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I should have made more of that. First of all, we need to get set up with the basic bare necessities when it comes to our raider shops. Definitely do a chems. And gear should have it as well. 1:12 p.m. Okay, it was just looking a little overcast, so I think we're fine. Okay, are you ready to shop yet?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Okay, bunch of stuff to him. What did he even have? Rad-x at 3. The inventories between shops. I didn't sell this guy Nuka Love, Nuka Rush, Nuka Extreme recipes, but they're right there. And I definitely sold these items at the other shop. Oh no! Am I not gonna... I mean, I picked up 3 rad-x. He had it. Is that just a reset? Has it already been that long? So yeah, I think the caps are not resetting, but you do have rad-x. You do have whiskey. I'm a little confused here. I have no idea, but let's just be on our way after selling a little bit more to them. Yeah, somehow we're still under the effects of Great Mentats, but all we've been doing is just running around a little bit left and right. And Doc Weathers is here again. I don't think it's worthwhile getting all their gear, taking it to the Pridwin. We don't really have a whole lot of carry capacity extra, so let's just, I think, be on our way, and we can then have all this ammo to sell. Still plenty to do, but yeah, Pridwin, and then from there, I think we'll be able to make it to our... I don't even know if it's worthwhile going to another raider settlement if they only have just a couple rad-x for me. Yeah, this definitely changes things. I'm not quite sure what the best play is now. A nice, easy trip to the Pridwin.
All recovered technology
Kate.
must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
And they have only 5 rad-x. That's a little bit of a bummer. Honestly, let's drop off the documents to Quinlan.
Remember, check every building you
Barely
explore
anything.
during-
And some blood to Naraya as well.
Here's some caps. I really appreciate
For
it.
450 caps. So bullets for caps and a scrounger. Always proving itself quite useful. Okay, again, we are not getting too much from this location. Rad-x is sitting at 81, still a little too low, I think. We need to keep going. And I am honestly not sure. It might be safer to go back to the Institute and make our way up a more safe road. We can also stop by Drumlin Diner and Covenant and then Taffington Boathouse from there, rather than trying to make our way either through the water, around super mutants, all of that fun stuff. Things that I haven't cleared, so let's do that. Back to the Institute. And I'm pretty sure that you don't sell rad-x. Oh, they do. Okay, 6 rad-x right there. Thank you. You can take a bunch of bullets for no guns that you own. And yeah, let's then get out of here. And let's see what just happened. We are still overtired, but now we're a little peckish. Let's deal with that. I actually should just take some Mirelurk egg omelets. Since I have so many, I don't think it's going to eat into our potential later on to use it. Let's go off, and I feel like the police station doesn't have anything, so maybe just skirt around and get to Drumline Diner. Now, a chance of a random spawn looks to be pretty clear. And there goes Weary. That is a bad sign right there. I just realized I don't have any Nuka-Cola or Nuka-Free or Grape Nuka-Cola or anything. Oh, shoot. And I think the Roach King is still around, isn't he? Yep. He is most definitely still there. Good, good, good. Yeah, I doubt that I could take him out. Actually, apparently I could. But then that's just a bunch of rad roaches, and I don't have the patience. I'd rather save that for a I am out of legendary weapons, and I need to pick something up. So yeah, plenty of rad roaches being around. That's a nice safe spot for if I need to do some of that later. Okay, let's stop by, see how Trudy's doing. And if trash can's there, all the better. Yep, I see a Brahmin. That means Trash Can Carla is likely just stopping in. It's good to visit my old stomping grounds. How are you two doing?
Trading?
Yes, I am.
Let's see what you have.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
7 rad-x from Carla. Good to see. And, ooh, Tarberries. I might just take one. I don't think I've seen Tarberry in my inventory for at least a little bit. So give me a stim pack back. We'll call it good. Yeah, much better on the sale prices with the Great Mentats lasting this long. And you had... Oh, seriously, Trudy? Good thing Carla was here, otherwise I'd be very upset with you. Literally no rad-x. Take your Tarberry, I suppose. Sitting at 94 rad-x, that's not the worst thing to see these days. Let's get some ammo over to her. And take a few extra caps, that's fine. Although you don't deserve it for holding out on the rad-x. Okay, so next is, I think, Covenant, and then Taffington Boathouse. I mean, unless we want to go off to Abernathy and check if they have the same... Yeah, that might just be safer. Going straight there. And then we can go to Covenant, and then we would know if Taffington is able to supply us with some goodies. But yeah, even with the amount of Action Girl that we have, without jet fuel, our AP is coming back incredibly slowly. So our first raider base, let's see how they're doing. Fine, if not spectacular. Put up some chems and put up some gear. Get someone to work it. Hopefully because it's pack, it's going to be different, but I should have made more of the pick-me-up stations. Looks like there's only 11, so it must cap out or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Okay, still the same, but they have the rad-x, so I am not quite sure. They have the things that I've sold to them, but they also have a fresh stock of aid. So yeah, I am utterly confused. Not quite sure how it works, but I'm not going to complain. They have rad-x, so that's good enough for me.
I bet I got something you'd want around here somewhere.
Is it rad-x?
Sure.
Unfortunately, no. Okay, well, we've picked up much more caps than I thought we were going to. So maybe overdid it on the building items. We can just make up some great mentats here, since this one is actually linked into our base, which is actually wonderful. I'm going to make up some more jet fuel and some more psycho jet, and might as well do some more psycho buff as well as orange mentats. And yes, use up all of the fertilizer to make all of the jet. This was a good idea, at least just for this to come through, and we can make at least one berry mentats. We have the antifreeze bottles, but not enough tarberry. Haven't been paying attention to that. Okay, I think with that, we're sitting at 101 rad-x. Do I feel confident that that's enough? I'm not quite sure I do. Covenant is right there, as is Taffington Boathouse right around the corner. And our chems are coming back from the dealers. Yeah, let's go off to Covenant. They have a doctor, they have a general store. Hopefully they have some rad-x for me. And all things considered, it should be pretty safe. Great mentats just wore off, but we'll be able to probably not re-up it. I think we'll just get the basic prices that we see, since we have our caps at a very nice level these days. What with all of this selling that we've been doing this episode. My plan is to use up as much of the sleep cycle as possible, just running around, and then getting to a new day, and hopefully over at Diamond City they'll have re-upped their chems and rad-x and whatnot. And from there, we should be looking pretty good with the amount of rad-x we can throw into our system for one little room where there's a beryllium agitator. And we have to keep an eye out. There should be rad barrels along the road and some in the hills. Definitely don't be running towards any of that. And actually, it might be too late. 6:33 p.m. for Covenant. Have to get through the test and have to get going as quickly as possible. So we'll just blow through this quickly.
If not,
Right? I'd like to visit.
take a seat and we can begin.
Okay, let's go.
There ain't no wrong. You are. What's your?
I'd say up yours too, buddy.
Next. Well, the
Okay, test complete. I just pressed down the entire way. I'm not spending time going through all that. Let's get to the shops already.
welcome to Covenant.
Thank you.
Caravan.
Okay, first,
Excuse me.
doctor.
If you're hurting, just tell the doctor.
Oh, rad-x at 13. Good shout there. Totally up for that. Maybe... should I take another great mentats? I don't think I need it. Just throw a bunch of ammunition at her and we'll be fine. And Penny.
Enjoy your stay.
No! Not enjoy your stay. 7-Eleven, are you done already?
Enjoy your stay.
Apparently so. Okay, well, we got 13 rad-x. Penny was useless. That is fine. I think we are... yeah, we're fine here. Let's get going. Now we'll have the same problem over at the Taffington Boathouse. If they don't get on their duties before 8 o'clock, yeah, issues. And all of them filing out of the settlement since they actually haven't been around since I've been here. Okay. Chems. And... gear. You. And... you. Do you have rad-x at 1? That's not great. Take your caps. Okay, rad away. Just rad away. Okay, dang shame. All these people are useless. Let's pick up their chems. So rad-x is at 115. I wish it could be higher, but I think a trip to Diamond City is going to be our last stop. So fast travel back to the Institute. Almost have a level up from everything we've been doing. Actually, what we need to do is a little bit of Institute stuff anyway. Yeah, we need to get the most out of our next sleep cycle. So in this sleep cycle, let's go take a look with, yeah, Z1. He says that we need to check in with him. He's been waiting for us for quite a while. So he's going to tell us to go into some tunnels, and we will deal with some guards there. Okay, it's pretty bright, and the guards are, yeah, spreading out, unfortunately. It'd be good to just hang back over here. None of them are legendary. If we can get 3 in a quick little go. I said 3 in a quick little go. And not hostile to me yet. And just wait for them to jump around the corner. Actually, Penetrator should help us out. Just show your body a little bit. Take the 95 on the torso. Does that work? Oh, apparently they are legendary, but they don't have stars. That's terrifying. Taking another jet. Taking them out in a single shot. Penetrator not doing a good job. Yep. Okay, not messing around with this. Critical. One more. And... oh, we're out of... okay, this is actually not great. Let's get a few Mirelurk egg omelets in us because we need the action points. We're actually thirsty, so let's deal with the water situation. I mean, it says that, but we're not going to be able to hit him, are we? Just keep him around the corner. He can caution us as much as he wants. As long as he doesn't see us. Take another one quick like, and then just... several bullets later. Okay, that was a little more tense than I had wanted it to be. Not what I was thinking, guys, but... whatever. Penetrator is good, but it's not magical. Well, it's kind of magical, but not overly magical. You can't shoot through literally everything, unfortunately. And so that means time to go talk to Z1, and then we'll talk to the directorate meeting, I think.
You have done your part.
So keep working with Father, and that means, yeah, it is time to doing some directorate meetings. But this is where we find out that Father is not doing too hot, and we are going to be made the director in his stead. And our immediate job is, you know, pending director is to be thrown into the fray and go after a beryllium agitator into a highly radioactive room.
Sir,
Makes perfect
excuse
sense.
me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious.
Really? Seems a poor choice.
The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard.
I guess he's got a point. I'm leader of the defunct Minutemen that's not doing too hot. I'm an overboss of a bunch of squabbling raiders.
I had no idea.
Which had a mutiny.
Well, it's
Yeah, actually, no, I don't think I've proven myself
I'm
very
sorry.
well as a leader, but whatever.
I can do the job.
Sure, you
course you
can. Okay, Mankind Redefined. Allie can do our next bit. And
Allie, busy day for you, isn't it?
yes, it is.
Well, it's about to get busier.
Mass Fusion. We need to
Consider
go
it- I'll
to
consider
there
it
to
done.
pick up the beryllium agitator.
I'd appreciate the company.
And of course, I should have let Allie stay here. That was an oversight on my part, unfortunately. Whoops. Yes, we are not jumping into Mass Fusion right now. We need to get ourselves set up. And that means going back home. And things look clear. Let's think about our next step. So Diamond City right now has a Percy, and we can at least buy from them. We also need to prepare our next weapons when it comes to the next sleep cycle, the Gauss rifle, radium rifle, and a 10mm. And once we jump into the next sleep cycle, we need to be prepared to move very quickly indeed. Yeah, we want to get as much out of the Gauss rifle as possible. I'm not quite sure I'm going to get another excellent chance to use that in the remainder of the run, unless I'm, going out of my way searching for one, which probably is not the best idea. Percy, please have more rad-x. I need everything that I could possibly get my hands on. have any chance
I've
of
got a few
surviving.
minutes to browse.
And they have 7 rad-x, I will take it. So yes, the Gauss rifle and the other weapons. Gauss rifle is the one worth mentioning. Yeah, picked up a Gauss rifle at Jamaica Plain, and we just need to put our mods on it that we should have around. Did I not take them off my previous weapon? Hopefully that's the case. Okay, there it is. So these have the mods that we can just take this back to basics and then use it on our new weapon. Okay, so our crippling advanced radium rifle with the medium scope, the staggering shielded Gauss rifle with a big number on the damage there. That's wonderful, 15,000. And yes, the VATS enhanced advanced should help us out when it comes to just turning this into a mighty VATS weapon and taking oh so many shots. Put those away, and honestly, oh, we need acrobats first of all, for obvious reasons. And luckily we do have one for each leg, so a synth right leg, and then just we'll do the leather left leg. And of course, unyielding, our first choice. We have right arms, right legs for everything, but we do not have a chest piece, so we'll still get plenty of good stuff, but yeah, left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg. And honestly, if we're going to be stuck without much action point refresh, as we were seeing earlier, it's kind of painful. Powered leather, might as well. Okay, I think this is everything. We've got berry mentats, Calmex silk, some other bits and pieces, food, jet fuel, Mirelurk egg omelets should be useful. Orange mentats helps us out with the VATS. Psycho jet is at 29, Psycho buff at 18, purified water at 40, rad-x at 122, and stealth boys and XL. This is everything that we have for the next sleep cycle. I think one trip to Diamond City and we'll call it good. Okay, so the time, 1:21. I wouldn't mind getting it further along in the day, but not too late that the vendors are leaving, so maybe around 5, head off to Diamond City, and then from there, yeah, hopefully that's decent. I just realized I helped Z1 as if I was actually going to do a railroad run. Definitely not doing a railroad run, thank you. So let's get to 3 or 4, all the way to 525. And hopefully this does help with our disease risk pool going down. Hopefully lethargy can go away. If I pick up fatigue, then I'll be incredibly upset, but here's to hoping. And arched, peckish, that's all fine. Nothing else. Maybe nothing else. Well, we lost it at some point. We're only at insomnia, requiring more sleep. Oh, that's glorious. Only insomnia for a disease. That is a long time coming. Okay. I can deal with that for sure. Let's get our gear on. Acrobats. Actually, no. Start with this. I know I'm using 2 types of leg armor, but both of these will be going the end of the sleep cycle if we, last the end of the sleep cycle. Grab this, grab some ammo, and let's be on our way. Time is ticking. And cricket is right there, that's fine. Actually, let's make sure that we set this up correctly. Staggering on 3, VATS enhanced on 1, crippling advanced on 2. That should be more to my liking. Now, hopefully it's been long enough for the Diamond City people to restock.
Be an emergency.
It is. I need your rad-x right now.
All right.
Okay. He has his money back, so hopefully that means his 8 is back. 5 rad-x. Good. Take all of that nonsense. Solomon, help me out.
Right here.
And 12 rad-x. Oh, Solomon.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
And Lola is just spending all her money. 6 rad-x for Myrna. Good to see. Okay. That means we are sitting at a combined total of all the rad-x that we could ever get at 145. That is pretty good. I don't think there's any other people that would sell us rad-x. I think we can actually immediately be on our way. Institute and then mass fusion. It's finally time. We do have 5 level ups. One that we can't use because it's our fake radiation resistance, but the other ones might just come into play. It might honestly be time for Ninja because, yeah, as we've seen, some of our shots are just not quite doing it. And if it takes more than one shot, then it turns into a firefight. When it turns into a firefight, bad things happen. It's either that or sniper, but even then, just knocking enemies down is not as good as actually just getting a single shot off on them with Ninja. But that one applies to open firefights. Both of those are tempting. And as silly as it is, I think I do need to save some points in endurance just on the off chance that I take a hit. And I need to get some of my health back. Increasing the total health and then increasing the health that we have as our minimum, because YOLO rules only go off of how much health you've totally lost versus how much health that you've got left over. I think I'm going to finally do Ninja, making sure that I get the single shots, especially if there's multiple in a VATS round and I just need to use the 10mm. I think this is safer. I'm also going in without really any of my adrenaline, so yeah, this is a bit scary. Even my Gauss rifle might start having some issues if I'm not lucky. I'll just do 2. If I'm seeing some issues, then we will definitely go from there. Okay, this should be enough to get through mass fusion. There's not too many enemies. The worry is the radiation. So, once we step in here, enemies with the Brotherhood, I think we'll start out with getting anything and everything that we want active immediately. We're going to take a jet fuel, a med-x, a orange mentats, psycho buff, and a stealth boy. And deal with the water situation. We can leave 1 level of parched, use the relay. Brotherhood of Steel is going to be pissed, get to crouched, and be ready. And we're going to be failing a bunch of quests for the next, couple minutes.
The Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Yep, Brotherhood is here. Allie, you stay right there. I actually forgot you were here, which is bad. There usually is. Okay, yeah, Brotherhood guy over here. Let's just make sure that we don't mess around with this whatsoever. Single shot doing it.
Search the area. They can't hide from us.
Okay, this is actually going to be pretty nasty. 2 shots does it.
Surprise assault. Fan out.
You just... Can you, crouch, Allie? You're the worst companion to have in this situation. Just let everyone chill out. We can take our time up here a little bit. Better safe than sorry.
Hiding is pointless.
That seems to be working out pretty well for me.
Sounding all clear.
Okay, all clear, they say. Now if Allie could just, be told to stay. Take the headshot. I said take the headshot, come on. I think Penetrator is causing issues with the Gauss rifle. It says it has a 95% chance, but it runs into little bits of scenery or something. That's actually not great. I haven't been using the Gauss rifle much with Penetrator, but yeah, that would be a bad situation. Is there anyone else about? Oh, definitely. Take the shot. Scribe, nice and easy. Is that everything? I took damage. How did I take damage? Well, one way or another, that damage is definitely going to become radiation here in just a bit. Okay. Is there anything worth taking? Not the shotgun. Not the junkies board. And I'm guessing everyone else is just Yeah, normal. Okay, Allie, best of luck, but I am going to be on my way down in style. Acrobat's left leg, Acrobat's right leg, and... oh, she's gonna think I'm a mad person. It's been a long time since I've relied on Acrobats to do any amount of saving me. I think I did just take damage from the physics object. If I take damage from a physics object, oh, this could be the most pathetic way of going out. And if I land on a random spawn down there... okay, this could actually go wrong in so many ways. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine, right? 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 Oh, I even landed on a car. That's scary. I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. Get inside. I guess the car was more scenery than actually a big physics object. Okay, we're gonna have two Brotherhood. They can be taken care of nice and easy. Next one. And caution from another one over there. Good to see. Take the 95%. And we're good. Allie, I think we're good. Okay, she has acrobatics gear too. She just dropped down immediately. And Institute. Why are you using an Institute rifle? Okay, let's get down to the reactor level. Yeah, Allie is actually making this a lot harder than it needs to be. She is constantly just in the way. Allie, can I, like, send you down into the reactor level for me? That would just be wonderful. Now, in here, she's going to chill somewhere around here. Oh, shoot. Exploding robots. Okay, so that guy... okay, subway steward. Maybe I should just activate him right now. Here's a rad-x. And of course, the hazmat suit that I can't use. Where is Allie? I don't mind if Allie gets blown up, but if she, like, somehow stops me from fleeing from the Protectron, that could be bad. Okay, Protectron control. Activate the units. And he's my friend. Okay. They say they're my friend, but I'm not sure he's going to take kindly to Allie, so let's just blow him up. He's gonna go boom. And machine gun turrets are not doing anything. Okay. So that didn't trigger security or anything. We need to be aware of that turret and 2 assaultrons, the sentry bot, but yeah. I want to be able to be nice and safe in one corner without having robots swarm me. I think we're ready. There's no more rad-x in this room, and all that's left is to... let's see where we're at. 146 rad-x. Oh, is it going to be enough? I've done the maths, and all of them point to me taking a lot of damage in here, one way or another. If I have 200 radiation to spare, then that is still going to be really bad if I take 180 and I have left, like, no HP. Okay. I need a jet. Get up here. Probably jump as soon as I get in to get as far away from the water as possible. I'm going to go press a button, but then I need to back off because I saw as soon as someone gets close to the thing, it actually spikes their rads a lot. Here we are. Doing this. Allie, if things don't work out, just tell them I didn't wear a hazmat suit for my own reasons, not because I'm an idiot. Rules are rules. Oh, +1 rads already! Okay, don't even get close to the button until you've done literally everything. Okay, this should last enough time. Oh my god, I can't believe 798. Okay, well, we see where we're at with rads. Time to do all of the rad-x. Mildly dehydrated, probably severely dehydrated at some point. And just a whole lot of rad-x thrown into my system. Slowly my weight is decreasing, even though it's still in my system. Maybe I'm throwing away the needles or something. I don't know how I can explain it. But yeah, this is probably the most rad-x I've ever had at once. I think I should take just a few extra to sit around. So right now we're sitting at 14,210 radiation resistance. Okay. And probably a severe amount of dehydration. Periodic damage, that's no good. Let's deal with that. And because it stops at severely dehydrated, we only need something like 8 water. Deal with everything. Okay. We are now on our timer. Is everything else that we could possibly need ready for us? I really hope so. I might actually take a psychojet just to get the full 45 seconds. Because I feel like it is going to take more than 30 seconds to get everything in and out of the beryllium agitator room. Press the button, and it takes a few seconds. Stay out of the rads. Still 798. Psychojet.
Initiating decontamination sequence.
This doesn't help me at all. I can stay in there, and it doesn't do anything. I'm terrified. Knowing that someone walked in here with 125 rads per second without any armor is just terrifying. You may proceed. Start running. Open up the door, you stupid computer. There we go. 5 rads a second. 7. Oh, no. And I missed my jump. 9 rads a second. This is really bad. Oh, this is horrible. 10 rads a second. And press the button. 14 rads a second. It takes a second. I can't get the thing yet. 10 rads a second. It slowly turns off. Oh. Okay, there we go. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. 14 rads a second. I've grabbed it. I've grabbed it. I've totally grabbed it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, press the button. Press the button. Oh my... 941 rads. Oh no. 28. I'm at 28 HP. Oh, I need it as high as possible. Throw points into endurance. Just... Okay, 101. That's going to get some rad damage applied to it here, isn't it? Health added 73, but... Back down to 25 HP. I literally am using up so much of my health bar. This has turned into like a no-hit run all of a sudden. That could have gone much better. I thought I was going to get away with a whole lot extra when it comes to my potential. Start shooting. Okay, I said start shooting things. Can we shoot you yet? Thank you. Let's get the Gauss rifle going. And you, sentry bot. Where the heck is Allie even got herself to? We're just chilling in slow time, unfortunately. There they are. Take the shot. Single shot does it. 2 explosions. And assaultrons. Can I see the other one? I can't. Oh, immediate explosion. Shoot him. Okay. Good thing the bodies aren't irradiated. They immediately threw themselves at me. Powered metal. Sure, I'll take that. That is fine. Oh, rads. Just get by. Shoot the turrets. And we have one more Protectron. Shoot him. And stay away. Don't blow up. Oh, that's so close. Okay, have to kill the robots. And now that that's done, 955 rads. Oh, that's so horrible. Get by here quick like. And next thing we need to do is... Yeah, Allie. make our way out of mass fusion. Okay, this is probably as good a time as any to take a stealth boy. If there's a random stray shot towards me, that will be horrible. So I do think what we need to do is just take a look around whatever corners we can. Start taking out some of them. And it's not working whatsoever. Allie, do not be in the way. Brotherhood of Steel Knight goes down. Synths and Synth Strider. Brotherhood Knight can go down over there. Hopefully. There we go. Oh, I don't like this. I have no health to spare. And there's a synth literally just in the doorway so they could blind fire at me. Okay, Senior Scribe. Take the angle. More shooting. Oh, literally so little damage. Take them out. Oh no. That's defense. Back up. Take a headshot. Just stay nice and safe in this room. We are not at liberty to take random shots. Oh, this is not how this goes. Take the Gauss rifle. Kill the Brotherhood Knight. There we go. And they just keep coming in. Get some headshots on both of these guys. Still caution, but our friends are not doing any... They weren't doing any shooting. Thank God neither of these people use grenades. Synths don't throw them wildly. Brotherhood doesn't throw them wildly. Just take them out. Okay, hidden is just hidden. Okay. That was scary. Everything's scary. For the rest of this run, I cannot bother to take a single hit, pretty much. It's turned into a one-hit run, and I'm done. Mighty Hardened Sniper Rifle. I'm not quite sure it's worthwhile. I don't know if I'll even last an entire sleep cycle. This may be it. We may just need to call ourselves a teleporter, get on with it, as I'm going through here looting, just to, you know, calm myself, because now I am incredibly scared as to what's about to happen. I don't see us getting through the final Brotherhood fight without taking a shot. Oh, this could be really bad. Okay, but let's get out of here. And immediately be on our way. Yeah, mass fusion, sure, whatever. Get to the Institute. Radiation. It was proven to not be too much of an issue when it came to, yeah, my rad run. This run somehow was so much worse. It really comes down to power armor. Power armor has some amount of intrinsic reduction.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever.
Well, then why did you even come?
Really?
Okay, with that, mass fusion completed. Father wanting us to do more stuff. But I think, yeah, we've got plenty still to do this sleep cycle, and we need to move quickly. One way or another, I am going to see what needs to be done, and then we'll be jumping into the conclusion of this Legends Only Live Once run. Yeah, this has been a surprise. I knew that the room was tough, then I realized how tough it was, and even with all my preparations, even over 14,000 radiation resistance, it was not enough to lose something like 15% of my health, which would be fine if it wasn't 15% of my health from only starting with 20% of my health. So yes, we'll be doing plenty next time, trying to finish up this run and live to tell the tale, but that is definitely all for later. Until then, I've been Keith, this has been Game to Please with Fallout 4, Legends Only Live Once. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, farewell.